Hey guys, I want to make a video. Uh, kind of tell you a little bit more about me. Um, I think some of you might know about me. I'm a, I'm a born again Christian. I'm not religious. I'm a Christian. There's a difference. Um, but I wanted to really talk to you about about my journey through life. Of course, ain't over yet, but I want to tell you a little bit more about what makes me tick. Let me start at the beginning. Sorry. I was born, my name is Annabelle. I was born 1990, September 3rd, 1990. When I was born, the doctors gave me no chance. I was supposed to be a vegetable. I wasn't supposed to walk, talk, eat, or have any type of a normal life. And I'm not saying that, I'm saying that my life, no, it ain't normal, cause but it has not been unique in a bad way. It's been unique in a good way. And this is one of the reasons. When I was 3 years old, I got saved in a bathtub. Okay? And something looked like he might need to lay that out. This is me. I got saved when I was 3 years old. And for those who say, well, 3-year-old can't understand the concept of salvation. Look, if a 3-year-old could understand the concept of right and wrong and good and bad, he understands God good, devil bad. Okay? So I got saved when I was 3, and then my life took a massive turn when I get introduced my grandma, who is with the Lord now. I'll call her Minnie, N-I-N-N-E-Y, Minnie. She was very instrumental in the man that I've become. Now, I'm not saying my parents had nothing to do with it. They did. But it was literally Mom, Dad, and Minnie. Those 3 people could help shape me into the person that I am today. Now my whole family did. So for those who are in my family, and I didn't mention your name, please don't get mad. Because all of you had an effect on me. But those 3 people had the biggest effect. Met my grandma Nene. You'll hear a lot about her in this video. She personally, dissed me to a man named Benny Hinn. And Benny, I'll call him Benny, because Benny was a big part in my growth as a Christian. And still is today. He showed me to have compassion for the lost, and then right then when I saw him, I knew I wanted to be an evangelist. I wanted to do what Benny Hinn did. I wanted to do what he does. I wanted to preach in front of massive crowds and get people saved and kick the devil butt. So that was my original thought. And then it's kind of a double whammy on this one. My doctor told me that I couldn't get enough air in my lungs, so my speech would, I would have speech impairment. I still kind of do to this day, but it was a lot worse back then when I was 4 or 5. And they got me a harmonica. And of course, let me say this. For those who, I want to thank lay people for this reason. Paul and Jan Crouch, the founders of the largest and the #1 Christian network in the world. If it wasn't for TVN, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. Because Christian television, just all of the people that I will mention in this video to me. If it wasn't for Christian TV, I wouldn't have seen Ben Hinn. And if it wasn't for Christian TV, I wouldn't have seen this next guy. So my mom gave me a harmonica, and I got introduced. It kind of both mom and Nina kind of introduced me to a guy named Terry McMillan. He's a harmonica player. He's with the Lord now. He died in 2007. And I was just, and it was like losing a family member. You don't know, you get close to these people, and even though you don't see them on TV, you get close to them, especially in the Christian community. We are all one big happy family, so it's kind of bittersweet and go on and be with the Lord. So I gave this to Terry. Here comes a big guy with long, kind of dark blonde hair, with a beard playing the harmonica and going well. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. So I would mimic Terry when I see him on TV, and I still got it. I guess I was about maybe 6, maybe 7. I went to Hendersonville, Tennessee on Christmas trip to see the activities studio. And Terry was there. And I remember it to the day I died. it was me, my mom, Dan, my cousin Tony, and we went. I didn't want to go Keith too, but those are the people I remember. And they had us up in the rafters in the nosebleed section of the Trinity Music City Auditorium. And it really was fun. And all that night, we went to the Christian bookstore. They had a bookstore right across the street from the auditorium. And everybody who was in the show that night was in that bookstore. Without even knowing, we did not know. Some people might know these things. Vern Jackson, Mike Perky, I think Dean and Mary Brown. But there he was, Terry McMillan. And I still got the picture to this day on my desk. Me and Terry, he put his arms around me, squeezed me, squeezed my arm, and I won't even forget that day. That was the greatest, one of the greatest days of my life. And to this day, I always appreciate that. And it was cool. So, after that, I got introduced to a man named Carmen. Now, let me go back to Terry for a minute. Benny showed me how to have compassion and compassion and the fire to get the safe lost. So he kind of kickstarted my urge and my desire to be a evangelist. But over the years, God was and God is been taking me on this journey. The next stop on this journey was with Terry. I got a harmonica and met him. He showed me how to have love and a passion for the history of our faith. He played a lot of the old school hymns on the harmonica, like Amazing Grace, I Found Way, When the Saints Go Marching In, Sweet Low, Sweet Chili Out. You know, some of the old songs that sadly some of the kids don't even know about. Okay? And and it was funny. And then I got introduced to a man named Carmen. C-A-R-M-A-N. Carmen. He's Italian. But he's like the Michael Jackson of the Christian industry, okay? So he does all type of styles. He does the dancing, the music videos, the movies. He does everything. So with Terry, God taught me how to have passion for where I came from. But with Carmen, he showed me how to love where we are going as the present. Because Carmen did contemporary Christian music, and Terry did the old hymns. So with that, it kind of sold into my spirit how to have love for music. And there's something else connected to that, which I won't get into right now. But and then God introduced me to another man, and let me tell you something before I tell you the final person. He introduced me to, well, the final big person. I always had, as a church, always had passion for reaching the lost and getting people saved. And a lot of people say, well, you're in a wheelchair, why are you so happy? What? I'm in a wheelchair, so I should be sad and down and mad, the world all the time? I know where I am, I know where I'm going. So, for those who are in a wheelchair and who are sad and depressed and angry at the world, I'll pray for you. Anyway, okay. So, originally I thought, okay, I will either become a preacher like Benny or a singer like Teddy and Carmen to reach people for God. Those were the main three choices, even after I met this one guy. So, I don't remember who introduced me to him, but I got introduced to a man in a group called John Jacobs and the Power Team. And man, these guys was incredible. Man, grown men breaking solid concrete bricks with their hands and arms and legs, breaking bricks on fire, lifting telephone poles, breaking ice, then they slip on their teeth, throwing hot water bottles, which, and care a lot were just big balloons, which they are not. Popping cans. They did the whole, they did so many cool stuff. And nowadays, and this is around. But we have met John, I keep on saying meet John, but we I saw John, John Jacobs and the Power Team. It did not go from my mind that will be the ministry that God has prepared for me to do. So, the idea of where I am now, as a guy who goes around breaking phone books and breaking their handcuffs to reach people for God, if you told me that 10 years ago, or about when I was 6, I would say, no, I'm in a wheelchair, I can't do that stuff. But God showed me. Even the disabled could do the impossible with God's help. And I'm not saying that I'm I don't like the term handicapped. I know a lot of people use that to describe people like me, but I'm not handicapped. I'm in a situation, like, I'm in it until God decides it's time for me to get out of this situation. So, but I know some people still might believe in the word handicap, but I can understand that. But when I saw John, when I saw John and John Jacobs and the Power Team, it did not come in my mind that I was going to be part of a ministry like that. And back then, I really didn't feel like it was right to think about, well, when it came to singles, there were a lot of singles. When it came to preachers, there were a lot of preachers. But I would have always thought that there would only be one Powhatan. But in 2003, a team spin a spin-off, to use the old TV phrase, a spin-off of the Powhatans. Some of the guys that worked with John and under him kind of formed their own thing called Team Impact. And then they started to, and then another guy named Mike Hagan, who recently passed away, he formed a thing called the Shift Team. So as I seen all these other things pop up, there might be a possibility that I might be interested going into that country. And so for the way that I started my team was, well, the team was, it was supposed to be a one-shot deal. It was my birthday, I guess my 18th birthday, I guess, or my, I think it was my 16th or 18th. It was, I had one for my age, okay, I can't remember. But it was my birthday, I told my friend, who was sitting on the couch and we was watching our videos of the Powhatan, which I still have to this day, that it would be cool if we did it would be cool if we did a tribute to the Powhatan and Team Impact. And I thought, and he said, let's do it. Now my friend at the time, his name was Bobby Goatee. If he's watching this, hey Bob. So Robbie was like, and Robbie's a little bit, you know, he was, when it came to crazy ideas, it was, you know, his specialty. So we decided to do, we got out, I want to say about 4 or 5 guys, and my little brother, one Robbie, cousin David, Doing, hey, if David is listening, hey David, Coy, Kelly, or stuff. His name was Coy, so. And my little brother Nick, and we all kind of formed a little, you know, power team. And because we didn't want, you know, it was supposed to be a tribute thing, so, but there was 2 teams at the time, Powhatan and Team Impact. And we wanted to kind of do a tribute to both, so we named ourselves Power Impact Kids. It was silly, But when I saw all these kids able, I mean, we got reborn, we had, you know, handguns, phone books. I think they could be trying to blow one of those punching balloons up. And we have like and do yourself kind of log. it was cool. And once I saw that people, the team that I formed could introduce this stuff, I went, wow. that's creating work. So we pursue it, and we pursue getting a team together, like the power team. And the members of the team at the time said, Adam, you are the most knowledgeable person of the power team. So you figure all this out. So okay. So I kind of did that. And we went through a lot of reincarnations of the team, and then finally we changed the name, because first off, we weren't kids no more once we got real serious about this. And two, it wasn't a tribute name no more, it was more like a real team. So we named a real name. So we renamed the team Powerhouse Brothers. And we continued with some of the guys from the original lineup to the point that most of them, well, all of them now, went on and got married, had kids, and I was kind of the last man standing. So, but I didn't want to give up on the drinking. And I'm the kind of guy that believes if you start something, if you are able to finish it, finish it. So, on that note, I met a man years ago, and at that time I was actually with the original lineup, David, Robbie, all those guys, and I met a guy named Heath Boston, and Heath is in a wheelchair like me, but he holds big pressure records all over, the southern area, like Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, I think Louisiana, something. God asked him. Not knowing, well, 4 or 5 years later, today, that me and him will be uniting, and now he's on the team with me, and right now it's just him and me. And we got another guy coming in, and but I'm so happy for this reason. I have done more with this ministry this year alone, done more with it than any year with the original team. So I'm not saying that the original team wasn't good. It was good, but I'm saying that, God will send people to help you pursue and to make the ministry grow, to really get to know me. So I hope this video, for those who are on Facebook, and I'm going to put this on the Powerhouse site too, I'll get that with it, and on YouTube. But when people get to know me a little bit, then they will find out, the wheelchair is only in part. Look beyond the chair, and you will see a grateful, thankful, faithful man of God. God bless.